On a day where we ring out the old, it's the same old for the Rangers. Just not enough in a 6-3 loss to the Washington Capitals in D.C. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show. John Giannone from our Delta MSG studios. Rangers have now lost 3 straight. It's the 5th different 3-game losing streak this season. And we welcome in the man who just called the game with Kenny Albert right here on MSG, Brian Boyle. And Brian, when you consider what happened in this game, break it all down as much as you want. What happened with 7.5 minutes gone by in the second period was the pivotal moment, and the impact was made by Tom Wilson.
Yeah, and that's what Tom Wilson can do, John. We talked about it pregame. We talked about it throughout the game. This is what Tom Wilson is capable of doing, and he's capable of scoring goals. Yes, he's a smart hockey player, but he's so physically gifted, and he can time hits. He skates so well that, you know, he understands when players might be a little bit vulnerable. He understands when he's going to get the most bang for his buck, when he wants to throw a body check. And when he does that, he commands attention. He gets 5 sets of eyeballs on him, and, you know, he'll take a few hits. He'll take a cross check after the fact. It opens up space for his line mates. He creates a lot with that, and look, he'll answer the bell as well. He'll fight. He's imposing, and the Rangers didn't have an answer for him in the game tonight. You see, it was not just in the second period, although that was probably the biggest play of the game. It was throughout. And we saw, you know, when the Rangers started to find their footing, this play here in the third, where he just wins some battles. He ends up creating a breakdown, and then Protas scores, and then he gets a goal of his own. It's, you know, it was an impressive game from 43 in red.
Yeah, Wilson now with 21 goals on the season, 200 goals in his NHL career on the day he discovered that he will be a part of the Canadian Olympic team in a couple of months in Italy. Brian, other than the second goal we saw from Wilson, it was a day in which the pivotal goals scored by Washington were all scored from one area, just about 10 feet and in on Jonathan Quick.
Well, that's, you know, where most of the goals are going to be scored in the NHL, and this is a, you know, Washington team. You saw Protas' goal, the 4th goal. That was, you know, right on the doorstep. There's, you know, a number of different ways you can finish, but I think being able to make an east-west pass below the dots, it's a hard thing in the league. When there's breakdowns, though, and you have that opportunity, these guys are good players. They can execute, and it's impossible for Jonathan Quick to really do anything about these goals. You see the power play goal here. It hits 3 different things. It kind of plinkos its way into the front of the net. And then here's the Protas goal from Sandin. You know, Brodzinski's kind of on an island. He doesn't really have an opportunity to do what he wants to do. He can't really block the shot. He has to sell out one way or the other. And, you know, here's Tom Wilson right between the slot lines, barreling down. He just picks a spot and hits it. It's tough when plays are going either east-west or from behind the goal line out to the slot area. If you can't get a stick on it, it's going to be a grade A.
The good news for the Rangers, if there was some here today, Brian, is that Adam Fox returned to the lineup after missing 14 games over 32 days. And he had a goal and an assist in the game, played 21 minutes and 13 seconds, and I suppose looked just like you would expect Adam Fox to look.
Oh, he didn't miss a beat. He was phenomenal. He was great on that power play. You'd like the Rangers to maybe have a few more opportunities on the power play with how they played 5-on-5. But, you know, with Adam Fox, what he did, he's as advertised. He's been great this season. He's really elevated his game compared to last season. He's elected to shoot a little bit more. He scored a few goals early in the year. I know he's been out for a while, but to come back and to get a goal in the first game back, that's huge for confidence. I don't think he judges himself by how many goals he scores, but being a part of the goals, having a goal and an assist after that long layoff, it's a positive for the Rangers.
Brian, the Rangers were within a shot of tying the game for a whole lot of this game, and one of the reasons why was because the goal in the last half minute of the first period scored by Vincent Trocheck. Take us through that one.
Well, you know, that was just them trying to create something in terms of from nothing. It was just get a forecheck going, get something established, trying to get bodies to the net. And before, you know, Panarin's shot ultimately that Trocheck does tip, we saw Artemi Panarin have the puck out high. Now, you know, this is just from a forecheck. You're going low to high. Artemi Panarin has it in the high ice by the blue line, but he has to wait. He can get this puck through now, but it's not really going to be dangerous. He sort of waits for everybody to converge in front of the net and delivers a puck there. Now, does that get through? No, but the Rangers are first on it, as you see Adam Fox here. Now, Panarin comes and supports the play, And now he knows players are at the net. So I can deliver this puck right away. If you get the puck up high like that, you know players are there, deliver it right away. Get it through the first layer of traffic and hope that you have players that are above the defense. And you saw Vincent Trocheck there. You saw Alexis Lafreniere coming in the higher ice as the stack screen, as Mike Sullivan likes to call it. And that gets Vincent Trocheck his goal.
All right, Brian, so now the Rangers are packing their bags, loading up their plane, and heading down to Miami and the home of the Miami Marlins of Major League Baseball for Friday's Winter Classic. Game will be sold out. It'll be seen 8 o'clock puck drop on TNT. Temperatures will be in the mid-60s. They expect to have the roof open. It'll be the 6th time the Rangers have played in an outdoor game. You've played in a couple of them. Talk about just the difference it is, and while you know it's still just a regular season game, how do you not get all caught up in the hoopla of it all?
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to sort of get caught up in it. Now, it's almost like it's not an elimination game, obviously, but it's a game. There's only one winner. There's only one of these types of games that you're going to play that's this season. And so it's basically, there's a lot on the line, you know, other than the 2 points in terms of a psyche of a team. You know, both teams are going to be revved up. You're going to be excited to play. Every game of all 82 games, your coach is going to try to put in the best lineup that has the best chance to win, but it just means a little bit more. So it's an experience where it just feels like there's a little bit more on the line. You can't replicate playoff games. You can't really fake playoff games, but it's sort of like a playoff game in the fact that there's only one of them, and there's only going to be one team that wins.
Great stuff as always, Brian. Happy New Year to you and your family. Thanks for joining us.
Happy New Year, John. Thank you.